Back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Henry Castle of Ionia Football. How's it going?
Oh, hey, it's going great. How about you?
Doing well. Pretty good season. I know the way, not the way you wanted it to end, but was still a really good year for you guys.
Yeah, I think there's definitely parts of the season where we'd like to have done better. Got a couple games that slipped away from us, but overall, it was solid.
Coming into the season, I know, snuck into the playoffs last year, getting that big win early on against a really good Belding team. What was different about, just this team and getting ready to go for the year?
Honestly, our entire preparation to the season itself, uh, our entire team was dedicated in the off season, coming into every workout. I felt like that really boosted our team morale and just had an entire different feel when the season hit.
Yeah. So let me remind everybody what position you play again.
I play H-back and defensive end.
So, what are some of the things that you really noticed about your game as the year went on? What did you really improve on as the year went on with you?
I really improved my defense this year. Finished the season all region. Um, and offensively, I knew that I was mainly a blocker, so I just got really good at the things I was best at.
Yeah. What's it like running the football for the people that may not know? What is it like when you're just out there and playing and stuff?
I mean, when you get the ball, it's just a thrill. Like you don't know, you see one person's coming this way, one coming this way. You just gotta. It's like instinct. You just I don't know, you kind of don't think it all and you just let your body be free. I
Yeah.
guess that's just the only way I can explain it.
Um, so so coming into coming into the season, knowing it was your senior year, I know that there were some ups and downs that last year brought, but this year was what was that like getting that big win first week one, and then really just getting some big wins early on. I know there was some tough losses you had to take during the season, but what was it like to bounce back from some of those big losses that you had and then kind of carry on as the season went on?
Um, I think one of the big losses we bounced back from was we went to LCC, played a terrible game. It was a disaster. Went into St. John's the next week with no running back, while St. John's had only lost 2 games in the season. And we just came into their house, played some of the best football we've ever played. And I feel like that kind of defined our season as a team, just being gritty and never backing down. So I don't know. That's how I kind of see it.
Yeah. So, I gotta ask you, what's it like playing a game in Ionia?
Um, in Ionia, it is the atmosphere is sweet. I'd say the tree lines in the back. I love looking at the tree line in the back. I think it's really beautiful in the fall. And the fans, there's a lot more fans this year. I think the most fans we've ever had in Ionia for a long time at our game. So it was pretty sweet.
Yeah. Um, so, really now that, have you had a chance to reflect back on this season and your high school football career now that it's over?
I mean, yeah, I think there's a lot of things I could have done better, but there's a lot of things I think I did great at. Um, there's always room for improvement, no matter what it is. But just being able to look at the good things and the bad things, and just I don't know how to explain it. I just say it's kind of surreal looking back on it now. Like I put this much time into it just for it to be over, but I don't know.
Yeah. Um, you know, how do you manage the fact that knowing that you're never going to play for Ionia high school ever again and stuff like that? I know it's it's not something you want to think about, but it is the cold hard truth and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I just think of it as, oh, it's another obstacle in my life. Just got to push through. There's going to be more opportunities for me, and just got to keep pushing on.
Yeah.
Basically.
So let me ask you this. What does football mean to you?
Um, Football is, I mean, it's it means a lot. I think ever since I was a little kid, it was always a game full of joy and just just a lot of emotions that you wouldn't get if you never played before. A lot of life lessons that I would never gotten before. So it's a big part of my life and definitely a monumental like moment in my entire life as a scope.
Yeah. So, what were some of the best memories that you've had in your high school football career? You can name one or you can name a couple.
Okay. I'd say this year, we were playing Charlotte at home. Uh, our punter fumbles a snap, and Charlotte gets the ball at our own 3 yard line. Scores 0-0. It's the fourth quarter. We're about to march in and score. I got two tackles for loss and ended up getting it. My teammates think I didn't get a tip, but I got a tip on the ball when they were kicking a field goal to try and win the game. But I tipped it and got two tackles, and that was my favorite part.
Yeah. What will you miss most about high school football, Henry?
Just my teammates. I'd say
Yeah.
just being around them every day.
Yeah. Um, okay, so now we've talked about what you'll miss and stuff like that, but what's next?
As of right now, I'm not really sure. Keeping my eyes open. Um, I There's a couple colleges that have offered me to come play. I'm considering their offers a lot. Um, for example, Kalamazoo, thinking about going there a lot. Um, but uh, as of now, I don't know. I just want to see wherever I get into, and whatever is just the best choice for me.
Okay. Well, Henry, thank you so much for the time as always, and congrats on a great football career. And I know the year's not done for you yet. I know basketball is coming up, so best of luck in the rest of this year, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, thank you. Thanks for having me on.